Hello and welcome back to some more Vampyr. So I figured out why the video kept cutting off early. It's set to 30 minutes automatically. What a fool I am. Anyways, let's just finish our conversation with Mr. Tom Watts.
Welcome back.
Because we've got a few things.
Tell me about your arrest for attempted murder, Tom.
I tried to kill someone. I got arrested. I paid my debt and I have nothing to hide.
So you mean your customers know about your sordid past?
Yeah, why do you think this is the last pub open? I have nothing to hide and I don't judge. That's a relief for me.
Do you think prison changed you? Made you a better man?
Oh, I don't know about that. All I brought back is bad memories, scars, and an ugly tattoo of a blue turtle.
But do you feel cleansed of your sins?
All I know is that
Is that what it is on his arm? Is a turtle?
I did,
It is.
I wouldn't do it again.
Funny.
Make me a better man? I don't know.
You attempted murder. Give me some details.
I was given an order to kill. I was an obedient gang member at the time. A proud, wet boot boy.
Why did you join the gang?
Because I finally felt useful. Do you have any idea what it means to feel respected when the rest of the world shits on you?
So you were ordered to
Must
kill
feel great.
What happened then?
I don't know if you can possibly understand, but I couldn't kill him. I just stood there pointing my gun. Someone saw me. I gave up.
Why couldn't you shoot?
My target was eating in that fancy restaurant with mirrors and music. He was eating, drinking, laughing. He
Right.
was having such a good time.
I'd assume.
I hated him for his bottomless appetite and easy life of easy pickings.
Scumbag.
And then something happened.
What?
You've had a sad, violent, and lonely life, with no joy to speak of. You realized that you were living with nothing but sadness.
No, not really. I had friends and happiness in my life.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misjudged.
More about just being pleased for the guy.
Pleased for him, huh?
Why not leave town and start a new life after you got out of jail?
I grew up in the East End. This
Uh-huh.
is where my roots are. This is where I want to help others and die eventually.
Do you think the docks will always be a hive of scum and villainy?
This ain't Mos Eisley spaceport. Dr. Reed, calm down.
Misery loves company, as they say.
It's true. Misery does love company.
Don't
That
you
is what
feel
they say.
Staying in such a violent and criminal neighborhood.
I've made peace with my violent past, Dr. Reed. I may not be a pacifist, but I'm not angry anymore.
Well, good for you.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Huh. Where is she? Ooh, oh, they let me know when new dialogue's available? Cool. I'll go speak to them as soon as I get this lady to freaking get over to Whitechapel. Wait, this doesn't look right. Then I gotta make my way to Whitechapel and start healing all those people. That's no good. Oh. Alright, who's sick?
Hello again, Mr. Blight.
Good evening,
You've got a
Dr. Reed.
cold!
You're doing your rounds as usual.
Do you need medic?
Afraid so.
Throughout his...
Still working at...
Goodbye, Mr. Blight.
You're fatigued.
Good evening.
Good sir.
I'd like to...
Wise choice, Doc.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening.
Do you need any medical help?
I'm afraid
Our job brings...
that's easy for you to.
Goodbye, Milton.
Brannigan?
Good evening.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you require...
I will be fine.
Nurse, you won't...
I'll try.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
I know.
Soldier.
Not really.
As long...
Don't think.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
You've got a cold, Pippa.
evening.
Good evening.
Do you need...
I'm afraid.
Not under my watch.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Mr. Aykroyd?
I'm quite...
Do you need my...
Don't be ridiculous.
Either...
I wish this hospital could have received us.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Oh no, I'm being texted.
Good evening.
I have read your son's suicide note. It was not an impulsive gesture, nor was it his first attempt.
He threatened to kill himself a few times before. But I never thought he would dare to punish me this much.
Punish you? Why?
I've known for a long time he was not happy with his life. I always hoped he cared enough to avoid making me suffer like this.
Oh.
Do you require...
Do you know you're the only one who's asked me?
I'm not surprised.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswell. Good evening. Good evening. Is there anything... Really? Unfortunately... Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later. Good evening. Do you need another pro... Don't end that. Goodbye, Mr. Chidama.
Can't have the doctors all sick now, can I? No, 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 no. We'll speak with Lady Ashbury.
I thought last time was ever getting was difficult.
It is good to see you again, Jonathan. How are you?
I'm better than
I love the
one might
music
expect.
in this game. It's very good, very ominous, very. It sets the mood and the setting rather well.
Caused by skulls.
Really? What do you mean?
I discovered the most intriguing skull. An elderly woman answering to the name of Old Bridget, and a man who helps them remain hidden in London.
Old Bridget. Peculiar name.
Peculiar
Never heard of her.
indeed.
According to Old Bridget, skulls can lead a peaceful existence like us. They are even able to nourish themselves by feeding on corpses and the flesh of the dead.
How vile. Please, Jonathan, let's change the subject.
Skulls of London have gone into hiding.
Uh-huh.
Both mortals and immortals plot their extermination.
Yes. Skulls are the orphans of the vampire
Yeah,
society.
the discarded
They are
bastards.
the shame of their genitors. The disgrace to the vampire that created them.
There is something ominous closing around me, Lady Ashbury. Something spies upon me from the shadows. Something
The shadows of Mordor.
Whatever do you mean, Jonathan?
If Sean Hampton and Harriet were not the guilty parties, then who? I saw the bodies and the blood.
Your rebirth has not gone unnoticed, Jonathan.
And killing Fergal hasn't gone unnoticed, I'm sure.
If you get in the way of an immortal's plans,
Do you suspect someone?
I don't know, Jonathan. I steer clear of vampire politics, especially whilst hunters roam the city's streets.
Naturally.
Goodbye for now, my lady.
Talk to Swansea and go get the lady, what's her name?
Jonathan, at last. I've been worried sick. Have you solved the case of our poor Sean Hampton?
Don't worry, Edgar. The reputation of Pembroke Hospital is secure. Sean Hampton was not the guilty party.
Is that true?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I was
Good news.
surprised as well.
Good news
You should see him
indeed.
though. It's freaky as hell. I found Bridget.
I found Harriet Jones.
Oh yeah, Harriet
She's much
Jones.
the same old embittered woman she was, only she's been made a skull. Her transformation did not go well.
Incredible. Well, why not bring her here? We could learn so much by studying her condition. It would be fascinating.
I doubt that. She can barely move. Perhaps we could learn more about the degeneration of skulls.
Perhaps. But she could also belong to a new species. We know so little of the laws that dictate vampire reproduction.
Uh-huh, right. True. Very
Were
complicated
there any
system.
studies made by your order on the subject?
Not that I'm aware of. I will transmit your discovery to the Brotherhood's primate. He will be delighted.
Sorry, answering a text, my bad. Time is of the essence.
What do you know of the Ascalon Club?
Not as much as I would like.
Uh-huh.
There have always been rumors about a secret society of vampires operating in the interests of the British Empire. Though I've never met a member.
I think I met one of
I
them.
crossed paths with one. A terrifying creature going by the name of Fergal. He was sent by the Ascalon Club to exterminate the skulls of the East End.
By the stone, Jonathan. If vampires are eliminating their own progeny, then Dark times are upon us.
Dark times indeed.
Darker than I've ever witnessed.
Do you think Lady Ashbury would know?
Jonathan, our beloved lady is not one for social dalliances, nor the assemblies of dark orders.
Oh,
She's a woman of superior taste and selective acquaintance.
sounds like you got a thing for her.
Does the name Old Bridget ring any bells?
I've never heard of her. Why? A patient of ours?
No.
I confess I don't know them all.
No,
There's not a lot.
just someone
I don't know why you
recently met.
wouldn't. There's not a lot of patients here.
Fascinating woman. I had thought that perhaps.
By the stole, Jonathan, you've met another vampire. I would appreciate an introduction, if that's the case.
She's
A pleasure,
not
as always.
a doctor. She's not a vampire. I mean, she is. She's a skull. I don't know if that matters to you or not. But she prefers to remain hidden. Let's just keep her there. Dang. Running out of cold medicine. Alright, now I need 6 good triggers. Um... I need good handle parts now. Good handle parts. Now let's go get her. Well, this is a little new. Oh, you think you slick. What the hell happened here? You guys are just roaming around, huh? Just roaming around the cemetery. Listen, you seriously gotta leave.
All right, Miss Shun.
My name is Xiao Shun. This is the proper way to address someone in my country.
I do apologize, Xiao Shun. Are you all right?
Yes, I am.
Well, we're not in your
This is the
country
only
right now.
place where I can find some kind of serenity. Some way to remember my dear Matthew.
Aww.
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
This part of town is very fragile. I hope the trust so many people put in her will not be betrayed.
Well, you're pretty healthy.
Are you on your own? Do you have any friends or family who could be with you?
I have family and friends, but I need to be here alone. One day maybe I'll go back to them, but not now. I need silence.
Go hang out with Camilla.
I need sadness.
You should not be by yourself. Grief can be a terrible trial. It's even worse when you're alone.
Thank you for your sincere words, Dr. Reed. I sense you trying to help me, even if I don't quite understand why.
Well, I'm a doctor. It's kind of my thing.
Tell me how your husband died, Xiao Shun.
Matthew died of the Spanish flu. like
Matthew
so many
Shun?
others.
What's Matthew's name?
It's a mundane cause of death these days, but for me it meant the end of the world.
At this
Aw.
time, there is so little medical science can do to defeat this terrible epidemic.
Terrible, terrible
I'm truly
epidemic.
sorry.
The worst thing is not
It's the COVID of
even if
1920.
it tears me apart. The worst is not to have seen it coming, to have lost him so quickly, even before
Or is it 1918? I can never remember what year it is.
Matthew was a smiling type, a happy sort. Everything that I am not.
Definitely.
Did he laugh at his death to come, or did he not realize what was going to happen? I'll never know.
Why do you blame
The
yourself?
Spanish flu may be the worst disease mankind has ever faced. Why are you blaming yourself?
For at least 100 years.
I didn't know he was so sick. I didn't realize the gravity of the situation until it was too late.
As harsh as this sounds, we are all equally vulnerable to this awful
Indeed.
disease.
Awful,
It can
awful
take the
disease.
strongest man in just a couple of days.
I never said goodbye to Matthew. We never realized how bad it was. We laughed about it even. He always made me laugh.
I think he knew and he just did it to make so that you wouldn't be sad. Yeah, he didn't want you to be sad.
You realize you can't stay here forever, don't you? Eventually you'll have to leave the cemetery.
Why? Why should I go? Since this is the only place I can find peace of mind.
To be honest, I don't know. Please forgive me if I've upset you. We must all honor our departed loved ones in our own way.
In our
You
own
sound
way.
like you're no stranger to the pain I feel.
Let's just say, I too have a good reason to visit cemeteries at night.
Please accept my condolences for your
It's the only
loss.
time I can visit them.
Are you a doctor yourself? Is this why you feel so guilty for not saving your sick husband?
No, I am not. But I still need to blame someone for Matthew's death. And who else, if not his wife, who did not see it coming?
I'm a physician, one of the best in the country. But I was
Not
unable to
bragging,
save
by the
my
way.
own sister Mary. She died in my arms.
Why tell me supposed to make me feel better.
No. But I felt I should share it with you, since she is buried here too.
May I ask what caused the death of your sister?
You could say
Yeesh.
she was also killed by a terrible disease. A disease I have sworn to fight and cure, no matter how long it takes.
Thank you for sharing that with me, Dr. Reed. Maybe it's time we start to rebuild our lives, you and I.
We're not together though. Not together though. We will rebuild our lives, just not together. We'll do it separately. Separately
You
we'll
should
do
go
it.
home.
I think you're right. Cemeteries are for the dead, for they need silence too. Thank you for your honesty and your wisdom, Dr. Reed.
I try to
Thank you for
do
your company,
what I can
Johnson.
do when I can do it.
Take care on the way home.
Maybe I'll see you again in Whitechapel. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye. And maybe we will see each other in Whitechapel. Where is Whitechapel from here? Okay, just keep going. And I'll be right there. Can I fast travel to these? Oh, no, I can't. Oh, no, no. Okay. Whew. Well, excuse me. I'm gonna end the video here. Probably start up at the end of the cemetery right here. That's when I enter Whitechapel again. But see you when I see you.